Here we have the Ariel Motor Company factory in Somerset, southwest UK. Well, you can tell it's not Somerset because it's not raining. And whilst it's small, I'm sure the Ariel factory does not have holes in the roof. Welcome back to the channel and the series where I showcase, drive and rate one of the cars from my garage. This week it's the turn of the Maxwell Vagrant, which in real life is based on the Ariel Nomad. Ariel are a small company, and for some years now they've been making the Atom. And the recipe for the Atom is quite simple. You take some scaffolding, a powerful mid-engine, some really good suspension, a couple of seats and the bare minimum to make it legal to use on the road. The end result is a brilliant track car, a sort of four-wheel motorbike for the road, and essentially it's a car for people who think that a Caterham is just too luxurious. A few years ago they decided to add an off-road Atom to the range, and it's called the Nomad. And again, the recipe is fairly simple. Take one Ariel Atom, add some very trick suspension we'll look at more later, and add even more scaffolding to keep you safe, along with some knobbly tyres. So it's selling that promise of just fun on the road, fun off the road, fun everywhere. I'm not sure this works in the UK, where there's not much spare space and somebody owns everything or has a right to everything and everybody wants to tell you off. But I'm sure there's other parts of the world where this car will sell pretty well and be fantastic fun. As I said, basically a four-wheel motorbike, so you have to dress as if you're riding a motorbike, which she has, so let's take it for a drive. Oops. In game, this car has the same sort of trick suspension as the real one, and if you watch these wheels going up and down here, or indeed anywhere else when we're driving the car, you'll see how well damped they are. They absorb all the bumps, but they very rarely spring the car anywhere. That's the secret to its success. It means that unlike so many other cars in this game, you can make hugely fast progress off the road, or indeed on the road. It's not going to be fazed by bumps or pavements or anything. So we'll take a direct line to the city here, over the mountains ahead. I will edit a little bit out, obviously, otherwise it takes just a bit too long. So now we're driving on the road, how does it fare? And the answer is it's great, and that's the wonderful thing. Like the car it's based on, this is a very good road car as well. We'll take it around a track in a bit and see what sort of road cars it has a similar speed to. If you take a look at Bruffy's tables, you'll find that this car is the fastest car by some margin in a straight line in the off-roaders category. It's also, by a second or so, the fastest off-roader round a lap. As you watch it, you probably notice the handling is overall pretty neutral. If you go far too fast into a corner, it will understeer. And if you are a bit too fast, because it's mid-engine, you can occasionally get a snap oversteer where you have to be very quick on the correction. Just keep the power on and it all comes back, no problem at all. On the track, it's a well-mannered rear-wheel drive car. If the racing line involves the pavement, that's fine, it doesn't matter, it just rides over that. The thing that caught me out, and the reason the best lap is not until number 7, is I would often understeer off the road by going just that bit too fast. So do be careful with the corner entry speed. You can get this vehicle trade price, by the way, if you do the Casino Heist and use this vehicle as the getaway vehicle, and that's in fact how I bought the car. Pretty much as soon as the Casino Heist came out, in fact, and this is a purchase I've never ever been disappointed with. My fastest lap ended up 57.6 seconds, which is about a second or so more than the Jugular/XE Project 8 that I tested earlier in this series. If you check out Bruffy's leaderboard, you'll find this car is something similar to a Banshee 900R or a Jester RR for the circuit time. Anyway, after a hard day's car testing, who wouldn't want an afternoon on the beach? So that's what she's doing. To sum this car up, I would say it's one of the most fun and most effective ways of getting from A to B anywhere on this map. The only downside, of course, is a free roam lobby where you'll be blown up or shot to pieces in the car in about 5 seconds flat. So to rate the vehicle, well, it does look very close to the car that it's based on, so that's got to be 5 stars. And for driving, I think we've covered that very much. It's definitely 5 stars for driving, although I wouldn't try that water trick with it. And then we move on to value for money. Well, it's nearly 1.7 million, but look at all it can do. And it's the fastest car in its class, both for top speed and lap time. So that's got to be 5 stars. So this may be the 13th showcase, but it's not been unlucky for the Maxwell Vagrant because it's been a clean sweep, 5 stars all round. If there's a car you'd like me to test in the showcase series, or even a free car for that series, just let me know down below and I'll do my very best to make that happen for you. I hope you enjoyed the video and thank you so much for watching.